Today we will derive an expression for refraction through a spherical surface. We want to derive a relation among u, v and r. Here this is a spherical section, this is a sphere. Actually spherical surface are the sections which are cut from the sphere. The center of sphere is called center of curvature and radius of sphere is called radius of curvature. Here this is principal axis, this is sphere. The point at which this principal axis cut the spherical surface is called pole, which means here P is pole. All the sign conventions in optics are taken with respect to this point P. So the right to this point we take all the quantities are positive. Above that we took positive. Left to this point we take negative, and below this point we take negative. So if we draw a line from here, these are perpendiculars, which means these are norms, normal. So if this is a medium and outside this another medium called, we imagine that outside this sphere the medium is air and this is such as glass, so that the refractive index is different. Say the refractive index of air is mu1 and that of sphere is mu2. So if this is point object, this is incident rays. Here millions of incident rays, but we consider that incident rays for which the path is extremum. So if this is incident ray, if after hit at this point the incident ray deviated from its original path and meet at point I, this is norm. So the angle between incident ray and norm is called angle of incidence, which is equal to I, and the angle of refraction is called R. This is R. This is the radius. This is always taken U, and the I distance between I and P is called V. So distance between C and I can be called V minus R. So the optical path will be this one plus this one. For this the refractive index is mu1 and for this the refractive index is mu2. So mu1 ON plus mu2 NI. Now we want to calculate the value of ON. For this we have to evoke the cosine formula by choosing NCO. This can be chosen pi minus theta. So in this triangle CNO, cos pi minus theta can be written as CN square OC square minus ON square upon 2 CN OC. So CN is equals to R square, OC is equals to U plus R, and ON which we want to calculate, and 2 CN is R and OC is U plus R. After solving it we can derive ON, which is equals to R square U plus R square plus 2r u plus r cos theta, this one. Similarly, we can calculate the value of ni. For this, we apply cosine formula in this triangle NCI. For this, cos theta is equals to ci square cn square minus ni square upon 2ci into cn. So by putting the value of ci, cn, we can write this as like this equation, and finally we got the value of ni, which is equals to this one. By putting the value of on and ni in this equation first, we can write it as this one. Now the value of theta can be governed by I, which means if I change, then theta will be changed. So for particular theta, this is s is equals to s theta. This one is same as in earlier equation. So by choosing angle theta, there would be millions of different paths, but actual path will be that for which the path is optimum, which means extremum. So for extremum, the first derivative of s must be equal to 0. After derivating this can be written as this one is under root 1 upon 2 root this mu 1, and after differentiating it with respect to theta, this one is 2r u plus r, and cos theta, differentiation of cos theta is minus sin theta. Similarly, we can derivate this, and the derivation of this is equals to this one. Now we can take common r sin theta, then we can write this as like this. R cannot be 0. Similarly, sin theta cannot be 0. So for geometrical optics, which also called paraxial optics, and this theta is equals to pi, which means this equation, this angle theta can be pi. Here pi minus theta is minimum, so theta can be equal to pi. So if theta tends to pi, then cos theta tends to minus 1. So by putting the value of cos theta in above equation, we can find this. After solving it, we can write it as like this. This is approximate value. This is approximate value. So this one can be solved. Mu 1 u plus r upon u plus mu 2 v minus r upon v. This can be written as like this. After rearranging this can be written as like this. Now r can be put below this. So finally we got this formula. Up to this, we have not used any sign convention, but if we use sign convention, then u can be written as minus u, v can be written as plus v, r can be written as plus r. Means u is left to the pole point as in the equation, so this can be written as minus 1 minus u, and v is right to this point pole, so this can be taken as plus v. Similarly, r can be taken as positive. So by putting the value of u, v, r, we can write it as mu 2 upon v minus mu 1 upon v, which is equals to mu 2 minus mu 1 upon r. This is the formula for refraction from the spherical surface. In this, u is the distance from point object to pole, and v is the distance from pole to the image of point object. R is the radius and mu2 is refractive index of spherical surface, and mu1 is refractive index of the medium which is outside the spherical surface.